checking out this wonderful demo from Silverstring Media, Greenhearth Necromancer, which is so cute. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. So excited. It's gonna be so much fun. But yes, so you can go ahead and wishlist on Steam right now. This the demo came out on Friday. And again, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe the current plans are that this will come out at some point next year, which is really exciting. But it is a very kind of cozy vibe of a game, with the description reading as, let's see, Raise a Garden from the Dead. Greenhearth Necromancer is a cozy, witchy, semi-idle game about caring for a balcony garden, living and undead plants alike. Grow cute plants, cast spells, and brew potions, enjoying the chill, idle gameplay and balcony ambience throughout your day. So, that's what we're really checking out today. I'm so excited. Hey, hi, welcome on in, Puddleglum. Yes, early-ish next year. Oh, that's so exciting. Listen, we love early next year. That'll be, audio is nice for now, but will probably be a little once you get in a game. Sounds good. Thank you, Lucas. I appreciate you so much. Bump it down a little bit more. All right. I love this so much. So, the Greenhearth Co-op would like to extend our most heartfelt condolences on the passing of your grandmother, Rose. I think it's settings here. Yes. We love a settings bar. Okay. That should be a little bit better. Heartfelt condolences on the passing of your grandmother, Rose. She was a green witch of unparalleled power and healer of both body and spirit. We're gonna be messing with audio today. There you go. Okay. She'll be greatly missed. Per your grandmother's wishes, you've been approved to take immediate possession of her apartment. We look forward to welcoming you to our community. Aw, she's so cute. Oh my gosh. I love her. I'm obsessed. You crumbled the letter and left it in your dorm when you graduated. You couldn't turn down the invitation to take over your grandmother's rent-controlled apartment. There's not a lot of work for a newly graduated necromancer after all. Your grandmother had always been a constant in your life, taking you in every summer while your parents worked. Under the boughs of her beautiful garden, she tried to teach you how to listen to plants and hear the hum of magic that connects every living thing. How's the audio now? Is it still too loud? Are we good? I love this artwork. I am obsessed. Grandma is giving my grandma vibes as well. So this is because my grandma Gigi loves to garden and she's obsessed with plants and she is obsessed with butterflies. Butterflies are her favorite. So I'm obsessed. I love her. Also, I think this is our character and she's so cute. So cute. Your magical talents, however, lay elsewhere. You were just a teenager when you left for necromancy school. One day you thought you would make even one of the most powerful green witches in the world proud to have a necromancer for a grandchild. You took for granted that your grandmother would always be here. You returned to find Rose gone and her once green balcony garden has withered away, the air dense with the energy released by dying things. There's no salvaging any of these plants. You feel a stab of grief and anger. Then you eye the humbling mountains of your own possessions and decide you'd rather tackle literally anything else, even if it requires a necromancer to garden. I like that there is a whole school just for necromancy. I know, right? So this is our balcony. Dead. Health 0. Ooh, okay. You kick open the compost box in the corner and start dumping the brittle brown plants into it. As a necromancer, you're no stranger to death. Your magic is powered by energy pulled from the dead, and you feel the lingering spirit of these plants on the edges of your senses. But before you can shove more than a couple in the compost, the dirt itself shudders and clambers up from the box, folding itself over the lip with 2 mounds crossed like arms. It's the Biffy! I'm obsessed! I am so obsessed. A small green shoot spirals up from the plant detritus, growing and curling until it forms a broad leaf. I'm sorry, y'all. Words are hard today. A form begins to take shape from the compost, a round head with 2 beady beetle shell eyes, and as you watch, a mouth that splits into something you swear is a smile. Jeez, the dirt creature rasps. One of its arms brushes off some dead leaves. You take a little nap and there goes the neighborhood. This is how horror movies start. You get the strangest feeling that the dirt is looking at you. Hey, you're Rose's grandkid, aren't you? Yeah, I am, Mr. Dirtpile. Scream and smash the compost heap with the pot. Who's asking? Yeah, I am, Mr. Dirtpile. Please. The compost heap exclaims, Mr. Dirtpile was my father. It pauses as if waiting for laughter. Get it? No? It's funny, you see, because I don't have a father. The pile of animated compost seems to laugh at its own joke. I'm a familiar kid. Rose is familiar specifically. She named me Compostifer. Its voice softens, and Leaf wilts a little. I'm guessing 'cause you're standing here, that means that your grandmother shuffled off the mortal coil and I'm all that's left of her. Sound about right? You nod, and the creature, Compostifer, sludges back a little into the compost box. Quiet. All living things eventually die. Plants, humans, even me one day. That's the way of things. It gathers itself, stretching towards you. But death isn't the end. Dead plants help the living ones, and for now, you and me are alive. Between the two of us, we can get this garden going again. Not interested, I'm just here for the cheap rent. But I'm a necromancer, not a green witch. Me? Oh no, I kill every plant. This is me. I am so bad. This is what spawned. For those of you that don't know, I also am a DM for Impostrano, a storyteller. I do all the writing for it, production, etc. But this is what spawned the necromancer druid that I had with all the necromantic plants and undead plants, because I've killed cacti without meaning to. I am a horrible planter. I'm horrible with this. That's why if I was between like a green witch and a necromancer, I would probably be a necromancer as well. Me? Oh no, I kill every plant I touch. You can't help but get the impression Compostifer is pointing a look at the remaining dead plants. You feel weirdly compelled to stand in front of them, even though you're not to blame for these ones. It loops its pseudopod-like arms back over the edge of the bin. Look, kid, I know growing things isn't your whole deal. You've got a black thumb. Things tend to die when you're around. I get that more than anyone. It tilts its head. But Rose believed you could be a great gardener one day because you're a necromancer. No one's ever accused you of being a good gardener. Even your grandmother had trouble understanding you, especially why you wanted to go to a weirdo school for necromancers instead of learning more marketable skills at her alma mater. You could have been a mortician or a spirit medium. Instead, you spent years in the middle of nowhere communing with the dead and learning their magic. Hi, Veralden. Oh, thank you. Well, the way that it was written and stuff, I was like, okay, I'm getting a little bit of New York, Boston. I'm really bad with accents, but I try my best. I like doing voices. They're just so cute. Keeping things alive was the last thing you would have learned at school. Your studies were focused more on... It's given Brooklyn. All right, I'll take it. That's some Brooklyn rage. Yeah. I'll take it. Embracing the unpredictability of magic fueled by death. Keeping the balance of life, death, and the undying. Pestilence and decay is part of life. I think keeping balance. I'm leaning between one or two, honestly. Right? Because I don't know if there's necessarily a balance. Let's go with one then. I think one actually fits a bit more with the vibe. Ooh, oh, okay, cool. We can see the other ones too. As a student of the College of Esoteric Necromancy, you embrace the unpredictable as a source of inspiration and power. Your time in the harsh, remote lands surrounding your school showed you that despite strength and skill, how death greets a creature is often a matter of chance. The randomness of the universe and the inevitable hand of death make for a potent combination of teachers, if you're willing to listen to the lingering chaos that life and magic leave behind. Adaptation and growth are often seen as the realm of the living, but such forces can persist after death. Let's see the next one. As a student of the College of Esoteric Necromancy, you embrace the... Did I hit the wrong? Is it the same thing? There we go. As a student of the College of Cyclical Necromancy, you learn to appreciate the equal importance of life and death. For a necromancer, this often meant presiding over deaths, some by your own hand. But more often, death came naturally in the harsh natural environment around your school. Being fully present for that sacred transition gave you access to its power, allowing you to temporarily tether it to another vessel and create undead, life to death, and death to undeath, lingering until the power fades, as it always must. All right, and then... Gotcha. Okay. So I think the first one is honestly... Huh. Gotcha. You're not a powerful green witch like your grandmother. In fact, you failed necromantic botany twice. That's me with math. That's me with math. Excited to see this baby in action. Same, fair. Or I'm just random, so they changed order. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. I was like, wait a minute. Am I... Wait, what? That's cool. That's really, really interesting. Once on purpose, because it reminded you too much of her, too real. The second time was by accident. You cautiously touch one of the remaining dead plants, and you feel the shimmering pull of the power inside it, the energy of death. Maybe it's time to dust off these old failures and try again, and revivify a plant to give it life, a new unlife. Can we see our buddy again? I want to see compost the fur. Or at least undeath. I can bring this plant to life, or at least undeath. Raise a plant from the dead. This spell is enhanced by the presence of lingers of chaos. Target must be dead plant. Duration instant. Revivify target with 50% HP. Sure. Not the little skull and crossbones. Ooh. It looks like vertebrae. That's so cool. Yeah, fair. I think this guy's a little thirsty. Okay. Maybe? I don't know. To me, it looks like vertebrae of like the spine. Fishbone. There you go. At least it looks like a snake plant. Ooh, that's a vibe. That's a bit better, right? Okay, I'm working on it. Thank you. So I wish I knew anything about plants. I'll be back later. Bye, Serena. Even with undead plants, you feel a little lost. How much water do they need? How much sunlight? Sure, you can just revive them when they die again and again and again, but your grandmother would have known exactly what to do. You start searching the balcony for a place to jot down notes, and your eyes land on a notebook with a sticker you recognize. It's Zygax the Death Maxer, the villain from a cartoon you used to watch. This is your old notebook. You pull it out and laugh at your crude, prepubescent scrawl on the cover, ostentatiously declaring it the Codex of Doom. You remember buying and decorating it, intending to use it for writing all of your secret thoughts. Your parents traveled for work often, which is why you spent so much time with your grandmother. You didn't really have a lot of friends you could talk to, and this book was supposed to be your outlet. Like most things, though, you're lost interest in it after just a few entries. However, that's not what you see when you flip through its pages. The once empty book is filled with notes written in your grandmother's tiny handwriting and decorated with whimsical stickers, pages upon pages of notes about plants, watering schedules, growth patterns, and spell brainstorming. There's way more here than you could read in one sitting. Your grandmother must have used this notebook for her own research. She could have chosen any notebook. Why did she choose one that reflected that weird kid you used to be? You're grateful for all this research, though. What a great way to start learning about your new undead friends. Okay, gardening, information and rituals that improve your ability to care for your plants. Happy plants flourish and grow, while unhappy plants struggle and die. I love it. Straightforward, to the point. I'm here for it. Does it find you a better spot? Okay, so sun and heat makes them unhappy, it looks like. Oh, I see. Gotcha. Okay. Took me a minute. Or maybe not. It looked like it was somewhat matching. Oh, I see. Hi, I'm a little slow, but we got it. 1 second. Okay. That's cute. I like that as a, like, matching the pictures. And thank you. Yes, please go and follow Feralden. Please. Okay. Oh, wait, she's cute. You're jolted out of your research by a chipper knock at the door. Resentful at the loss of focus, you answer the door in a huff. Standing at the door is a woman in her mid-30s or so, radiating the calm yet eccentric charm of a high school art teacher. She's a potted plant under one arm and extends the other to you with a bright smile. I know, her pants are so fabulous. Hello, neighbor. I just wanted to stop by on your first day and welcome you to the co-op. She shakes your hands. Her hand. Her hand is warm and soft, and her nails are painted yellow. I'm Laurel. When I moved in a few years ago, your grandmother took me under her wing. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. She talked about you all the time. Her smile turns a little thoughtful. When she learned that she was sick, I had the honor of helping her make arrangements and prepare for moving on. That's my calling. I'm a death doula. Oh, okay. Very cool. What kind of arrangement? If you were such close friends, why didn't you water her plants? What's a death doula? As a necromancer, I'm sure you can appreciate that dying is not the end of someone's story. I worked with Rose to settle her legal affairs, such as the transfer of this apartment to you. I help with cleaning, organizing, donating, contacting people, ensuring someone's final wishes are respected. She drums her nails against the pot in her arms, and if they want it, I help family and friends understand and come to terms with those wishes. So I wanted to bring you something that Rose did want you to have, and to offer my support as you navigate your grief. I'm not grieving, you're grieving. Thanks for being there for her. I wish I had been. Trust me, you don't want to leave that plant with me. Mood. Thank you for being there for her. It's important to her that you continue your studies, Laurel replies. I know it's not easy to hear. Part of my job is helping people understand their loved ones' last wishes. She offers you the plant. It's heavier than it looks, and makes the hair on the back of your arms stand on end from proximity to the sheer potential fizzing in it. She chose this one especially for you. I think it may be one of her more forgiving ones. Just try your best. That's all she wanted you to do. Okay. Little leaf vial. Okay. Oh, you're cute. Compostiva. I think there are more dead plants around here. All right. Hang on. I want to get the little artwork of Compostifer on our screen because he's so cute. I love him so much. So this is our... Hang on. You'll see me in a minute. I promise. The last ad I can snooze, y'all. I'm gonna put that right there. There you go. There you go. He's just too cute to not have, so I wanted to have him. He's our little familiar. He's so cute. I love him so much. All right, so click the plant to access more information and actions. Pewter Gorgon. Medusa Cirrus reticulata. All right. Spell book. Ooh, it's pretty. Uh-oh. Did I fuck it up? There isn't a plant here. I composted it. Oops. Once a plant has been revived, you can click it and then use the button to compost it. Okay. Me, I'm like, can I do all of them first? Because I want to see how the designs of them. Ooh, that looks like an eyeball. I love it. Game said, girl, you got work to do. Okay. Right click to get out of the menu. The X is broken. Gotcha. Okay. Thank you. I was like, wait, what's happening? These are so neat. Okay. Done that. Also, sorry. You just need to compost too, so you're good now. Okay, sweet. I'm like, wait, but there's more I want to do. This time, when you hear the chipper knock at the door, you know to expect Laurel on the other side. How are you settling in? She asks. You shrug and she laughs. Oh, that's to be expected. Moving is difficult at the best of times, and the times, well, they could be better, right? She steps back and tilts her head down the hallway. I was thinking I could show you around. Just a little walk around the co-op. It's a beautiful building, really. A mix of mid-century occult revival and brutalism. Oh, I've lost you, haven't I? She laughs and you realize you'd stop listening at the prospect of leaving the apartment. Too real. Come on, I promise you'll get something out of it. She points out a few more things about the architecture as you wander down the hallway to the stairwell, across the skyway and onto the roof of other buildings you can see from your patio. Apparently, your grandmother had taken an interest in the building's development and the formation of the co-op in her later years, which she shared with Laurel. Sounds a little superstitious, like the repetition in groups of 5 and the architect's insistence on having a fire pit built into the roof. I'm not a witch myself, but I have a magical practice of sorts. Laurel explains as she holds open the door to the rooftop garden. I think there's magic in everything we do. How we speak to others, how we care for ourselves, and the way we treat our environment. The energy you put into the world is what you get back from it. That sounds a little intangible for my taste. I thought life was like a box of chocolates. That's neat. Oh, interesting. Laura looks at you strangely, then smiles. I don't think I get the reference, she replies, her voice mild. You're pretty sure she did. See, though, it takes courage to make a joke. If you keep putting that confidence out there, you're showing the world that's who you are. You follow her out onto the rooftop garden. There are raised beds here in various stages of flowering, a shed for communal tools, and a few silent beehives. Your grandmother had those installed, Laurel says, pointing to them. No one was able to care for the bees when she got sick, so we had the hives relocated. She waves to one of your fellow residents, working away at one garden bed. Good morning, Miss Chen. That kale is looking beautiful. She looks at your eyebrows raised, inviting you to put your energy out there. Yeah, you're really kaling it. Oh, God. Your plants are doing better than mine. Nice to meet you. I'm your new neighbor. I mean, do we feel like really leaning into the puns? You know what? Your plants are doing better than mine. Your neighbor laughs and takes pity on you, offering you some of her harvest. As you walk on, Laurel comments, see, you'd be surprised what comes back around. You emerge from the greenery of the garden to the patio area. There are a few scattered plastic chairs as well as the central fire pit. You can see it from your window, but up close, you can see the plastic wrappers and cigarette butts that have accumulated in it. Laurel stops and looks out over the common green space below. You can see people lounging in the sun and walking across the bodega and to the bodega in the community center. You don't have to be friends with everyone, she says. You don't even have to like everyone, but you'll form relationships with them, good or bad, whatever you do. So you may as well do it on purpose. I'll try my best. Is it possible to become enemies with someone by accident? Too real. I'm not interested in making friends with random strangers. Damn. Listen. I think you can become friends with someone by accident, Laurel laughs. So I think the inverse may be true. But the point is, people are complex. You can be full of energy one day and tired the next. Warm with some people, cold with others. That doesn't mean you have different personalities. It just means you're human. She pulls off one of her bracelets and ties it around your wrist. If you're consistent with your words and actions, you can channel that energy into the real world. Take this, for example. While we've been talking, I've been charging it with a little magic of my own. Go ahead and see what it does to your plants at home. I think you'll be surprised how powerful the effects can be. Morning, Sleazy. Hi. She turns back to look down at the courtyard. I get the feeling this is a big step for you. It must be overwhelming, moving from the wilderness to the big city, being surrounded by people. Am I warm? You nod. There's community here when you're ready to be part of it, Laurel continues. If you ever feel isolated or disorganized, or like you never say the right thing, just remember that people will still show up for you. Too real. Hi, Andy. Welcome in. Laura walks you most of the way back to your apartment after that, keeping the conversation light. Her bracelet clinks against your palm as you walk. She wasn't kidding. You can feel the magic in the item. You wonder what effect it'll have if you wrap it around one of your plants. You have a ton of little trinkets like this packed away. You resolve to pay attention to the energy you put into the world from now on and see how they manifest in this kind of magic. Oh. Death Drought. Oh, and sorry, just as a reminder, we try... Thank you. I was going to say, if you could just reword that, that would be great. Thank you. Very cool. Okay. So now we have a Death Drought. Birdies. So this is where we get to like decorate and stuff. Oh my gosh. Loving this. You hear a grunt. Okay, we did. There we go. Okay. We're doing well indeed. We are checking out the new demo for Greenhearth Necromancer, which just came out on Friday. And you can, I said necromance. You can wishlist on Steam now and play as well. It's been an absolute joy so far. You hear a groan from the compost box. The lid slides open and Compostifer's head pops out. It's hard to tell, but it looks fuller somehow. It's like it just woken from a big post-turkey dinner nap. It makes a big show of yawning and lounging against the wall of the container. Rose really knew how to grow them its size. And you're no slouch either. Undead plants, who would have thought? Its soil sort of scrunches up, wincing. Feels like we got a live one, it mutters. You watch as a small green insect crawls out of the soil, then buzzes away in irritation. Did that come from me? Compostifer wonders, looking at itself. Wait, must have been on one of the plants you just fed me. Do any of your little plant friends have a pest infestation? Oh no, I'm sorry. Okay. I think, yes, the ad break is finishing up now. Don't worry about it, Compostifer replies, rubbing itself against the box. It makes you feel itchy to watch. I love bugs. I'm full of them. Just not when they're pre-chewing my food, if you get me. You examine your plants, and sure enough, you spot green bugs swarming all over one of them. The plant droops like its happiness is literally being drained away. You describe them to Compostifer, who perks up. Those are amphids, it explains. Your grandmother knew how to deal with the little buggers. There's a book around here somewhere where she kept all of her recipes. You look around the patio for the right book. You find it in one of the drawers of the gardening bench. A small binder for index cards, and it looks like you should find a recipe for apple pie inside it. But on the front is written Brewer's Compendium. Grandma always did know her way around a cauldron. She was a real witch among witches, Compostifer agrees. And I'm not just saying that because she created me. You flip through the book. It's not just pesticides, but also fertilizers and a few different kinds of potions. You're not sure if they'll work the same if they're powered by necromancy, but that doesn't mean you can't add to it. It is your family recipe book, after all. That means it's yours now. She was always scribbling in her books, Compostifer reminisces. You can't just use any old pesticide on any old pest, you know? There's poison and acid and heat, and some work better than others, and some don't work at all. And there's fungi and diseases to deal with, too. I'll learn pesticide. It'll be super effective. Say what? Compostifer says, craning up to look at the book. Never mind. Just get brewing. You look up amphids in your grandmother's journal. Written beside a crudely drawn swarm of green dots are her notes, including how best to get rid of them. Horticultural vinegar, apparently. Whatever that is. Luckily, you can cross-reference with the recipe book. It looks like it'll take a little while to brew. You should get started now and just hope that the infestation doesn't spread. Ooh. Rooting fertilizer. Okay. Brew horticulture vinegar. Huh. Right now I'm having fun just looking at everything because it does look very cool. And then this bumps us back over. That's, I guess, our health bar, money. Oh. Needs attention. Okay. Okay. You're doing okay too. Good. Loving the vibe so far. Okay. So. Gotcha. Okay. That's cool. Magic recipe book. There we go. All right, we need resin and wax. Let's brew that up. Combats contagions by covering them in vinegar. Brew time is 5 minutes. Brew count is 5. Duration instant. Okay. So that's, I guess, yeah, that's doing its thing for the moment. Meanwhile, while that's happening, oh, it stops the timer. Okay. You're carrying your groceries home through the commons when you pass by a man with a stroller. Ah, the new face, he exclaims, pushing the stroller onto your path. His smile is electric as he aggressively offers you a flyer. Welcome to the building. Here, take one of these. Our next show is this Saturday. It's a great way to meet your neighbors and their pets. What are you talking about? I've lived here for years. Decline, indicating your lack of hands. That's not really my scene, but thanks. Oh, sure. Oh, not a problem at all, he replies. Though he still holds the flyer, so looking at it is unavoidable. It reads, Pet Drag Show. Oh my god, I love this. In bold letters with the theme rough and tough and smaller text underneath. Looks like it happens every month at a cafe in the community center right next to the building. However, the text isn't the most captivating part. The rest of the flyer is a picture of an elegant magical creature that looks like a dog, perhaps? Maybe a cat? Something like a ferret? The man tucks the flyer into your grocery bags, and it's then that you get a peek at the entity in the stroller. The purple creature from the picture. She peers at you curiously from behind heart-shaped glasses, a feather boa wrapped delicately around her neck. Puppy! Not quite, the man laughs. Half marks for enthusiasm. He bends into the stroller to scratch under the dog, cat thing's ears. It makes a gawking noise like a crow. This is Peppermint, Miss Pep to her adoring fans. She's my familiar. You feel your eyes widen. Having a familiar takes a rare gift. The man must be at least as powerful as your grandmother was. Seeing your odd expression, the man demurs quickly. I've just always been good with magical creatures. Honestly, she chose me. You're glad Peppermint is wearing glasses. It feels like it might look right into your soul. Its tongue lolls out of its mouth as the man pets it, So, will I see you at Miss Pep's next show? Honestly, yes, same. More style than I have ever had in my life. Sounds fun. A careful non-answer crafted to exit this conversation without bruising his ego or causing him to ask again. That has to be worth some introvert points to whoever counts those things. He looks like he's about to leave to find his next mark when he stops. Oh, silly me. I didn't even introduce myself. His smile this time is a little more shy. I'm Gulshan. Miss Pep is the real star anyway. He sighs fondly. It's her world. I'm just living in it. Anyway, toodles for now. Hope to see you on Saturday. I love them. I love them so much. Honestly, it's her world. I'm just living in it is what I say every day to Salem, because it's Salem's world. I'm just living in it. I love, so that's how we're getting our different ingredients and things. That's really cool. Okay, so now we're waiting for this to brew. Vibes. Oh, we can control the radio here. Oh, that's really cool. I like this. Feels like a strange horticulture was set in Los Angeles. Yeah. Okay. I just have fun pressing buttons. Sorry, y'all. That's cool. Okay. And then time. Oh, is this to change the time of day? Shush. Gotta run into me, but thanks so much for checking out the dome. I hope you continue to enjoy it. I'm loving it so far. Yes, please go check it out. I have it currently pinned, and we do have a timer going with the link, so you can check it out on Steam. Let's check it out at sunset. Ooh, okay. And then what about nighttime? You know me, I love a good nighttime vibe. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, geez. You need so much help. Yeah. We love a nighttime vibe. I can't water this plant right now. Okay. Yeah, we love a good nighttime vibe. All right, we're just... So this is the idle part of the game where then you would go do something else for a few minutes and stuff, which I do like. Like, you get a bit of story while also having like this on in the background and do other things, which is pretty cool. Love that, actually. All right, how's our... Oh, you need... Okay. But thank you, Lucas, for stopping in. Always appreciate you. I know, we're working on the pests. There we go. Can we... Oh, we can do more. Sweet. Okay. Let's revive you. There we go. This plant has a linger of chaos. Oh, I've overwatered it. Oops. I told y'all, I'm not a good planter. I try my best. Zephyr brings a wave of refreshing and healing energy to a plant. Must be undead plant, must be able to receive linger. Cannot be steady. Call to the invisible forces that feed on lingers of chaos to consume those in your plants to exchange for a bit of happiness. Curious. Okay. Listen, I'm just checking everything. Okay. All right, we got 16 seconds left on this, and we can then treat the plant. Oop. Overwatered. Pass. Needs to be pruned. Okay. You need a lot of pruning. There we go. Now we can kill the amphids. Yay. Look. Look at those blooms. That guy must be pretty happy. Oh, look at it. It's so pretty. I don't know why, but it's making me think of like the Underdark in BG3. Those are really cool. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Oh, and you can rename it. Stop. I love it so much. Bioluminescence, yeah. A little bit. Okay. Plant is in full bloom. The plant is... I know I overwatered it. I am aware of this. So cute. You see those weird glowing things? Sure. Yeah. What about them? It looked like you were going to say more and then you stopped. What are you stopping for? Compostifer. Why? Oh, you got a prune. They taste like blue raspberry pop rocks. I am sure they do. Spell is an active spell. Plant has been overwatered. Gotcha. Ooh. The ceiling of your grandmother's living room is exactly the same as it used to be when you were growing up. You used to find patterns in the popcorn stucco or watch the summer sunset slowly creep its shadows across it. There's a tea-colored water stain that's been there for as long as you remember. It's kind of in the shape of a duck or maybe a rabbit. Psst. The hissing comes from the balcony. Compostifer probably, unless you've been adopted by another familiar recently. You gonna lie on that couch all day, kid? What do you think that stain looks like? A ball of worms, Compostifer replies without hesitation. But I think everything looks like worms in the end. You point out a few other familiar friends in the ceiling. A cluster of stucco that look like a face. The other cluster of stucco that look like a face. Nah, best I can do is saying that one looks like a rotting banana peel. Compostifer replies. Speaking of, I can use a snack, and so could you. That's a good call. You force yourself to get up and share a banana with Compostifer, who rewards you with a big, smelly methane bubble. Sure. Your dorm room back at school was pretty small. Now that your grandmother's apartment is much bigger, but simply having a kitchen and bathroom is more responsibility than you've had to manage for years. You're still reeling from the realization that food isn't just show up in your kitchen. The school used to have people for that. How does anyone get anything done? You're not even working right now, just taking time off after graduation to get your head straight. And there's still so much to do all the time. Put on music and speak clean. The only way you're going through cleaning is if you pretend you're doing anything else. This is literally what I have to do. You scroll past your podcast, crank up something that was last on the charts when you were 13, and throw yourself into cleaning with the frantic energy of someone whose landlord is coming over in 10 minutes. It's not fun. The music doesn't help much, but at least it gets done. Okay. Bee swarm. The soft blue glow of a spirit bloom radiates from one of your plants. A necromantic beacon you can feel pulling gently on your senses. It's so incredible. Not only can you revive plants, but they can thrive. You're admiring it when you start to hear a buzzing noise. Quiet first, but steadily growing. Oh, I love them! They're so cute! Stop. I love them. I love them. I want them. I need plushies of all of these spirits immediately. Please and thank you. You don't see a lot of bees in the city, so you startle as one appears right in front of you. And then another, and another, not flying in, but phasing in. They glow a ghostly blue, the same as the bloom. You watch them bumble sightlessly towards the bloom, mostly unaware of you except for one that breaks from the others and lands on your hand. It's larger than a normal bee, but so light you only feel it as a stirring of air against the tiny hairs on the back of your hand. I would try and pet the bee. You try, but your finger phases right through its spectral form. A chill races up your arm, like you've just touched a ghost. You find yourself looking into its fathomless compound eyes. Though you try to tear your gaze away, you feel compelled to keep looking at it, like you're falling into a trance. You screw your eyes shut and shake your head, but when you open them again, you're back in your dorm room at school. Not remembering you're there. You can feel the dry air on your skin, smell the mildewy smell of a semester of laundry. The bee is gone. You're holding your phone to your ear. Your heart leaps into your throat as you hear your grandmother's voice. Oh my God, this would tear me apart. The reception is poor out here, but you hear now what you couldn't then. The weakness in her voice, the way it takes her an extra beat to breathe in before she speaks. Don't worry, she told you, is telling you now. The doctor said I'm doing very well. Like a medical doctor? Just hold on till I get home. Your grandmother keeps talking like she can't hear you. That makes sense. This is just a memory after all. No matter how many times you played over your head and you have, you'll never be able to change that you took her at her word. You stayed. Oh my God, this is hurting my heart. You never got to say goodbye. She took that chance from you by hiding how sick she was, and for what? It's not like there's a lot of work for necromancers. Oh boy. This is hitting a little too close for home for me. For years, you wanted to come home and show her everything you learned. Show her that you weren't a disappointment for not following in her footsteps. She just wanted her to be proud. You just wanted her to be proud of you. And now she's gone. Your cheeks are wet when you come back to the present. The bee is still looking at you and its gaze feels understanding. It tips its little head at you in Tenenbauming. Take your silly memories and shove it. There must have been a reason you showed me that. Why would you want me to relive that? There must be a reason you showed me that. Ooh, okay. Give me a minute, y'all. That hit a little too close to home. So just give me a second to get myself back. The bee buzzes its wings. You hesitate to anthropomorphize the bee. But you already have a talking compost heap, so maybe a bee can smile. Your eyes go to the rest of the swarm. They're paying more attention to the bloom than you, thankfully. You don't want any guilt trips. You blot your face with the edges of your robe, and when you look up, the bees have faded back out of existence, along with the bloom itself. In their place is a small jar of gooey liquid, the same soft blue color. Is it blue honey? You pick it up and study it. It looks like honey, which tracks, you suppose. You'll have to test it out, but you feel something when you hold the jar in your hand. Magical power, of course, but also sadness, a sour tang of guilt, and a little bit of anger too. It's weirdly gratifying to be holding in your hand instead of just your heart. Damn. Oh. Damn. Okay. Come for me now. Fuck's sakes, man. Blooms can also be used in rituals, you know. You can prune them before the bees come. Cool. And it's dead? What do you mean? Why did you die? Damn. Damn. Okay. Congratulations on your first honey. You're well on your way to being the best, only necromancer gardener in the co-op. And thank you so much for checking out this Greenhearth Necromancer demo. This concludes the main tutorials and story of the demo, but there's lots more to do and discover. Feel free to keep playing the demo and caring for your plants for hours to come. Greenhearth Necromancer is meant to be played over long periods of time. Plants take time to grow after all, so feel free to step away from the game, leaving it running while you go about your daily work and enjoy the tunes and city ambiance. If your plants are kept healthy, they'll grow and level up over time and give you additional resources. And if a plant dies, remember, that's okay. Open your spellbook and cast one of the revivify spells to bring it back to undeath. As time passes, new narrative events will also become available in your hand of cards, and some might even just give you new plants to raise. In the full game, you'll get to know your neighbors and grow your community favor while watching out for your social battery. That is such a mood. Rose's familiar compositor will continue to give you little goals to work towards, and there's lots to explore and discover. Check your spell book for new spells to cast, your recipe book for potions and fertilizers, and codex to research more about your plants, pests, and more. More importantly, relax, enjoy the music, and we'll see what kind of gardener you can become. If you haven't yet, please wishlist and follow Greenhearth Necromancer on Steam and join our Discord so you can tell us what you think and get updates, sneak peeks, and more to come. Thanks and enjoy. And I'll pop the reminder in chat. That is the link if you would like to go wishlist it or check out the demo. I've done all of these. And here you can continue. I think I'm going to continue exploring a little bit, because we still have some cards left to play. Leaving through the lobby on your errand, you have to stop a moment because the cleaner, a young man with elbow-length rubber gloves and a medical mask, is blocking the front door with a ladder. He notices you and hops down, his whole body an apology as he drags the ladder out of the way, nearly knocking over the wet floor sign. Sorry, he mutters, not meeting her eyes. Hard to do the upper windows without blocking the door. How much do you charge? Young man's shoulders go up to his ears. He looks like a small animal caught in a corner. I'm not a professional. He stands up a little straighter, though almost immediately relaxes into a slouch. I live here too, he explains. I just don't mind helping with the cleaning. It helps keep fees down for everyone in the building. It's the least I can do. His eyes dart away from you, then back. Kind of like it, actually. It's kind of like doing daily quests. I smell a gamer. Honestly, he smells a little like, hang on. The tip of his ears go pink and he raises his arm to do self-conscious smell check. Honestly, he smells a little like bleach and lemons. You feel kind of bad for insinuating otherwise. It's not like you can talk. Since moving in, you become aware of how much heavy lifting your grandmother's plants had been doing to purify the air. After a few awkward seconds, the young man seems to recover. He looks expectantly between you and the ladder. Oh, right. You were leaving, not gawking. You're about to slip past him when he suddenly adds, wait, you're the new person on the 6th floor, right? You nod. My stepdad and your grandmother were friends. I'm, sorry, I know what it's like. Oh, thanks. He just nods, bobbing his head. I'm Theo, he adds. I live here. You raise your eyebrow and he cringes. I said that already. Yeah, I said that already. He doesn't have a follow-up to that, so you just nod awkwardly and leave. He seems just as happy to be out of the conversation as you are. You hear the ladder squeaking back into place as you walk down the steps into the sunshine. What a weird person who likes cleaning. Listen, if they like it, good for them. All right, we got an ad happening, so I'll wait just a hot second while the ad wraps up. And then we'll do some more exploring a little bit. I want to plant more. This is really pretty, though. Oh, duh. We have a plant right here. Duh. It's a chaos eater. I love that. So interesting. How you do social things is how you get like. And then you can put little charms on the plants. Shut up. This is so cute. Okay. All right. Welcome back, y'all. We were hanging on while that ad was happening. Door knock. You cautiously open the door to see a man standing there with his baby strapped to his chest. Takes you a second to realize he's one of your neighbors. He looks young to be a dad, not really that much older than you. He's wearing a metal t-shirt with the sleeves cut off, and he has a full arm tattoos and a scruffy beard. His daughter's little head sticks out from the carrier, as downy as kitten fur. He is holding a potted plant in one hand. Hey there, he says awkwardly, trying to hold the pot out of reach of grasping fists of his daughter. I was hoping you could adopt one of these plants for me. I just keep forgetting to water it, you know, dad brain. I'd love to. The dad beams and hands over the pot. That's great, thank you. You take a look at your new plant friend. It's alive, but for how long? Your neighbor thanks you again and waves as he walks off, baby calming bounce in his step. Premium mulch. All right. When you open the door, you look straight into the eyes of the building's most famous resident, Miss Peppermint herself. She barks, you think, happily, as Gulshan lifts her up to the rest of the way to rest on his shoulders. Hello, neighbor, he exclaims. Sorry to be a bother, but I'm doing my civic duty by fundraising for the community center. He fans out a selection of postcards with a flourish. For the price of a coffee, you can get an autographed print of the diva, the diva Pep herself. Buy 4 and 5, and the 5th one is free. All proceeds go towards refinishing the gymnasium floor after that unfortunate oil incident. I'll take the whole set. You will? Gulshan looks a little surprised, but quickly recovers. I mean, of course you will. That's why you're my favorite neighbor, after all. He happily hands over a stack of postcards tied with a ribbon. Here you go. Thank you so much. You bid Gulshan and Peppermint goodbye, though you can hear him continuing to knock on doors for a few minutes. All right, so those are all the cards that we can do. So yeah, this is like such a really cute vibe. Oh boy. Okay, the plant has an active charm. Needs to be pruned. You're good on water. I love it's got a little bit of charm to it. But yeah, what are y'all thinking? This is like we were looking for like another cozy game to play. So the fact that like you can have this on in the background and then things pop up and you're just checking on your plants, but the day goes on. And I'm assuming you'll be able to kind of maybe redecorate things around a little bit. See, I want this balcony, but I want it as a cottage in the woods. The city overwhelms me. They do have city ambiance, which I do think is really funny. I do think that's very funny, actually. Ooh, there we go. That's nice. Let's check out... We checked that. Surge positive energy through a plant, damaging it, providing a boost to root growth. Target must be undead. Duration instant. Increase root points by 10 on target. Target loses 3 hit points. Bark and social battery. That's what we're mainly using. And then flowing. Water burb. Summon a chubby enchanted bird who wanders around tending to your plants. Shut up. I need to do this right now. I need to do this right now. What do you mean I can summon a burb? Target gains. Wander to another plant in target's vignette. I need to do this. Did it work? I don't know if it worked. I don't think it did. I need it to work though, because I want a bird. Give me a bird. Oh, we gotta compost now, but I don't want to. I don't wanna. Okay, gardening, information and rituals that improve your ability to care for your plants. Magic, information and rituals that improve your understanding of magic. And brewing, information and rituals that improve your brewing skills. Happy plants flourish and grow, while unhappy plants struggle and die. Rituals of personality. Dead, very unhappy, unhappy, neutral, happy, very happy. Cannot accumulate BP or AP. Can absorb accumulated AP to reach a new age, unaffected by magic. Can be composted, revivified, or resurrected, unaffected by most magic. Accumulates BP, AP, and RP to flower, grow, and root out. So these are some of the greenery we can do. Feywood tree, fishbone firm, which we've seen. Little leaf bale. Oh, that must be in its like realized form, which is cool. Maiden's eye, sun sprite. Ritual to reveal the truth of this plant's something. Species. Exfoliating. This plant bark peels off in natural strips. This plant handles adverse humidity with ease. This plant stems have a waxy coating. This plant's roots grow aggressively. Okay. Something that's hidden. Contagions, aphids. Tiny sucking insects have infested this plant. And hit points increase the amount of resin gained when pruning by 1 on target. Target loses 1 HP. Cardinal charm. This charm helps your plant to root out faster. This charm, increase root point duration. Circumstances. Plants will bloom, overwatered, needs water. Under-fertilized, needs fertilizer. It's too dark, it's too bright. Can't read that. The air is too humid. Is it too dry then? Multiple fungi, has an active spell, has something of chaos, something about health. Shiro! Welcome on in, Raiders. Hi, Shiro. We're checking out the new demo of Greenhearth Necromancer, which is like a new idle game. How are you? How is your stream? And thank you so much for bringing your community over here. We're done the majority of the demo, so we're kind of just vibing with the music and exploring a little bit. Thought it'd be kind of nice. But hello. Hi everyone, I'm D&D Jordan Lee, she, they pronouns. I'm a demi-bi, chronically ill, chronically in pain, award-winning TTRPG content creator, performer, and producer. So yeah, we're kind of just vibing. I'm gonna take us to sunset. It's really cute, Shiro. So basically, we are a plant necromancer, aka necromancer. We have a little familiar named Compostifer who helps guide us, and we were basically moved into our grandmother's apartment. And we're kind of taking over for her. So we've met some of our neighbors. We've done some of the planting things and got to explore around a little bit. And like I said, now we're kind of just vibing for a little bit. Yeah, I'm a sucker for nighttime. I love a good nighttime view. But yeah, I think we've pretty much done everything. But it's a nice balance of like social battery and decisions, because as you're talking, you also are building up ingredients and stuff too. So you can craft stuff, you get to make cool plants, all of that. So it's really, really cool so far. Silver String Media is the one that reached out to us because we've worked with them earlier this year as we got early access to the game, and they asked if we would maybe consider covering the demo. And we love a good co-working vibe, so like hell yeah. So what I might do, y'all, is I'm gonna leave this on for like a second, and I figured it might be cool if we do a little bit of work with it on. Even though we've done all of the plant things that we can do right now, which I'm sad because I want to do more. Maybe I can do more if I fuck around with stuff, maybe? Maybe? I really want to summon the bird. I'm going to be real. I really want to summon the bird. But yeah, it's been really, really cute. So I figured we would have this on for a little bit while getting some work done. And then we'll... I'm going to call it for today after a bit. Just because today has to be a shorter day because I have a few things I need to get done. But we'll be back to our regularly scheduled Cult of the Lamb chaos in a bit. But yes, please go and wishlist this. Go check out the demo as well. I'm enjoying the vibes. I hope you all are. Thank you, Sphinx, for the shout out. I appreciate it. But yeah, I figured this would be nice to have on while we get some work done for a little bit. That's not what I meant to do. And then we'll go about our day kind of thing. I see. Resume. That's our social battery. We're poor. We're poor. Oh, I haven't done anything. This is the game doing it itself. Are we watching a new plant come to life? What's happening? I don't know what's happening. Okay. Yeah, I do like that it does the overview of things. I just stopped it because I know I get a little motion sicky, especially in first person. So I was like, let me just click on that real quick. Just so you know. Do that. Mm-mm-mm. Hey, Fawn. How are you? Ah, I think my one thing that, and I don't know if this is a setting, also font, it goes really well. We were enjoying it so far. My one thing that I'm struggling with, and I don't know, Fawn, if this was a thing that popped up for you, because we decided to use it as a little bit of an idle game in the background since we've wrapped up everything. But the one thing that I'm noticing is, like, after a while it decides to start panning around, which, while very nice, it makes me a little motion sicky. So is there a way to, like, lock it onto one, like if I click out of the game? That's the one thing. Lucas was here just a little bit ago, but had to dip because of meetings. And we, at that point, were still exploring everything. Because I am really enjoying it, but the motion, and granted, it is very smooth, but because I can see it happening in the background because I'm working on stuff too, it's making me a little bit dizzy. This is why I don't play very many first-person games at all, because they do. Yeah, I think I'll shoot Lucas a message, because overall, loving this is great, but definitely that's one thing of, like, okay, every, like, I would say minute or two I'm having to click out of what I'm doing to recenter it, because while it's great, then you get an aspect of an overview of everything. It definitely, for those of us that are a little bit more sensitive to that stuff, it can definitely make us a little bit of the sickies. A little bit. Like, even if it was like an overview of, like, if it was a crossfade of, like, okay, now we're looking at this, and then it crossfades to then what you're seeing normally on the right, and then it crossfades to something on the left, that would be fine. Versus it moving, and again, it is smooth, but it moves from all levels and angles, so it does get a little bit, yeah, to turn it off, or to, like, maybe control it a little bit better. Like, if you wanted to have it set as, like, a slideshow, because if maybe that's their way of trying to show you all the status of, like, where your plants are at, for instance, which I think is very great, and especially since you're going to be keeping an eye on multiple plants. It's that, and I do wish Compostifer like had a spot out here that we could like see, you know, as well. I think the like I said, maybe this is me being nitpicky, but I feel like they are such a big part of our journey. It would be cute if, like, you know, we could just interact a little bit, kind of like we do with the other plants. But like I said, maybe that's just me. And maybe that's something that's like down the road. But I do wish, because it feels, I want it to feel more lived in. This already feels very lived in, but I want to be able to do more. And I know we're limited with a demo and stuff, but yeah, that's my only like critiques, I guess. But overall, I am really enjoying it. Fascinated by the neighbors. And we had some fun with the books. But yeah, that was definitely like, I was like, why don't we, since we got through it and I can't stream super long today anyways, why don't we have this on in the background for some idle work? Because I know at least for us in the US, it's a busy week because we have the holiday the rest of the week coming up. I'll be streaming. But you know, I figured it would be nice to just have on. So I was like, okay, since this is what it was designed for, let's check it out. So yeah, that's, I think, my only real critiques of it would be that. But and that's what, like I said, that's just why I don't play a lot of first person games, because I'm very sensitive. Did not always used to be that way, but now I've become very sensitive and just don't want to get motion sick. Because especially when you're off focusing on something from the side, to see it moving a lot is just a little bit much. Is this the game I want to play tomorrow? You know, I really enjoyed it so far. Like, it's been really nice. Music's great. Stop. I'm trying to get into the game. It's because I move stuff. We're definitely be adding an option to turn that off. Sweet. Good to know it's a motion sensitivity thing too. Yeah, no worries. Thank you so much, Lucas. Like, I am really enjoying it. It was just, like I said, it's something that I'm noticing as, you know, you're so good. I decided to use this as a little like work thing while I wrap up some things. And it's just a nice vibe. Honestly, it's a nice way to ease into a Monday. But I would say like that and just, I don't know if this is like a future thing, and maybe this is a me thing. I would love to have like a little spot for Compostifer, like somewhere. Just maybe they're sleeping or something. That, like, I don't know. You please feel free to throw my suggestions out the window. I love the character so much. I think they're absolutely fascinating. And I'm like, where's my little buddy? You know, kind of like with Salem. I'm always looking around of where Salem is at and stuff. So, and you've made such a compelling character. I think that says a lot of like, hey, we want to see more of them. We want them to have like an active spot in the place as well. But yeah, I'm loving this game. I'm very, very excited for it. And again, I so appreciate you for everything. But yeah, that's, I think, my one critique, and it's not bad. It's just, yeah, I'm very sensitive to motion sensitivity, and the game is smooth. I will say that is very smooth. But I think in that instance, like I said, it could be interesting to have like if you're trying to do like an overview of the plants, having it set either to be stagnant, or if it's some kind of crossfade where like we're, you know, panned on this center kind of area, and then every now and then it's like crossfade and we see what's on your right, crossfade and we see what's on your left and what's happening. That could be really, really helpful. Especially in terms of like accessibility too, with like, hey, if there's a plant that is literally dying and on death's door, So, but really, really enjoying this game. I'm like, listen, my birthday is early 2026, so I'm like, is this gonna be a birthday gift to me? Is this gonna be a birthday gift to me? I think so. Because heck yeah. Because yeah, this is such my vibe. This is such my vibe. Yes. And it seems like our community is really vibing with it. I know Fawn's was as well. So, yeah, I was like, let's just, you know, since it's set to be an idle game, let's work for a little bit. For like another... Glad you're enjoying the ability to let it vibe in the background while you work is an absolute one of the goals of the game. Yes, I agree. No, it's perfect. The music's great too. I love the little boombox that you can control and set the vibes to. I love that you can change the time of day because I am definitely a night worker. I just, during the daytime, I struggle. So being able to like mess with all of that stuff is just really, really nice. The glimpses of the characters and how each of the characters already feel so unique and different. I love our neighbors already. I went to know them all. Want to know the tea. But yeah, and I also love that social battery is a concept. Because my goodness, as a neurospicy person, that is such a vibe. It's such a vibe of like, I don't know if I have the social battery to deal with this right now. But really, really well done. That's why I was like, this will be nice to just have on in the background while I get some work done. Ba-ba-ba. Hang on. Also, I gotta bounce again, but thanks so much for the comments. Ari talking to the team about. Heck yeah. Thank you. I so appreciate it. Tell your entire team they've done an incredible job. Seriously. But have a great rest of your day if you are popping away for good. We're gonna be wrapping up, I said, like in a little bit too, just because I've got a lot of stuff to get done for this week. Because I will be try to be around for those that may not have a space this week. So, but I do have to wrap up some stuff before then. So, thank you. Love it. One more day of work and I'm out of here for a week. Sleazy, I'm so excited for you. I am so excited for you. Yeah, I've got some editing to wrap up. I gotta do some more client outreach. I do have a Ko-fi goal, by the way, too. That we're working towards, as well as a bunch of start playing games as well, just to try and help out with things. And yeah, I've mainly today is gonna be editing and cleaning. We put up the tree last night and I want to also decorate it. So today is gonna be kind of bouncing around and doing those type of chores, while also figuring out our schedule. Chat, question to you, because Thursday we're gonna do our usual stream at noon, but we're gonna go a little bit long because of the holiday. So what, and I'll put this in the Discord to vote on, but what games should we play? We can do BG3, We could do dispatch again and try and choose different routes. I could just play World of Warcraft during that time. Listen, we could do a lot. I'm trying to think of some of the other games we could play. We do a cosplay run. I don't know about cosplay, but we could like start a new run and see like how far we go in that time, right? Like see, not that it's a race, but do like an honor mode run and see how far we can go within. I think we're going to be going for about 8 hours. Like a new run with folks in costumes for other games. Oh, gotcha. Maybe. That's a possibility. So that's one we can do. Or like I said, dispatch, going through the episodes and choosing different options this time. Because there's like, I think 5 different endings. I can't unfortunately play Hades yet until I get a new controller, and I can't get a new controller right now until I worry about my other bills first. So once that happens, Hades will be back on the menu. And then the other would be World of Warcraft, which is what I did actually when I first started streaming. That Thanksgiving was a World of Warcraft day and just kind of vibing. Hades 2 is incredible, and I'm dying to get back into it. You get it now. Yup. It's so good. Yeah, we've got some busy couple weeks coming up. We've got coming up too in December. I've already kind of figured out what our next, once we finish up The Wolf Among Us, like meat. Meat's back on our menu for more. Meat's back on the menu, boys. Thank you, Fawn. Yes. You get me. We're in sync sometimes, so much so that it's scary in the best of ways. What did you think of your dispatch ending? It was interesting. You definitely could tell I was indecisive. Because I was worried you would be confused like me. No, I understood. I understood completely. I was there with you. I was there for you through the towers, through everything. People are kind of way about people's choices in that game. Yeah, I think our choices made sense, right, for the first run and for me, because I was really going back and forth between romancing Blazer and romancing Invisigal. So we apparently got a rare stat with the fact that we wanted both. I understand that's rare. Vizzy turning evil is not necessarily a surprise to me because we did, if you think about it, we failed in our role as a leader. I won't go too into details, but like it made sense. There are definitely a few different Roberts you can be, and they are all very yeah. Like none of them, yeah. So I'm curious what like a full romance with Vizzy is like, and what a full romance with Blazer is like. There is also an ending, and I like this too, where you don't romance anybody. Like there's no moves. We at least got the hey Blazer and you decided to be friends kind of route. But I am curious if like what the other kind of routes lead to. Even after I saw one and I kind of want to play it, I'm trying to convince my roommate to make it an off-stream couch game. Oh, you for sure should, Fawn. Yeah, I really need to start my dispatch game. I recommend it. You've been working. Plus the fact that like you can set it to cinematic mode, so if like quick time events are really not your thing, which I'll be honest, the quick time events are really only really happening in terms of the dialogue you choose. Because everything else, you to me at least, it felt like you had ample time. But if you don't even want to deal with that, then you can watch like cinematically play it. Team too many games. I feel that, Danny. Yeah, I'm working through a backlog of games. I think we'll finish Wolf Among Us Wednesday. Tomorrow, I'm thinking we're playing Gris. Because that has been on our list now for like a year. So I figured we would play that. Because it's not too long of a game either. And then I don't know what we're going to do next. Next week is our affiliate anniversary, y'all. I think today is technically my stream anniversary. Next week is our affiliate anniversary. Which is kind of wild. So I don't know what we're going to do next week. But I know the following week we're going to be bringing Hades back on the menu. Because I will have been paid by that point. So I can get a new controller. We'll be watching Wholesome Snack. Because that's on December... What date is that? It's on December 9th. 8th, 9th. One of those days. And we'll also be starting Kenna Bridge of Spirits. That'll be our next Wednesday game that we kind of take up. And that should take us through to the new year. I already have what our start of the new year games. I use an Xbox controller. I'm a rabbit. Little Xbox controller. Lamia actually got me this one. But it's just not working. So... not properly. And then I think in the new year, we're going to start with Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden, which looks really good, and Silent Hill F. And that should take us then through to Resident Evil Requiem. Yeah. Banishers has been on my list for a hot minute. I don't know that much about it. It did, from what I can tell. It looks really interesting. So, I'm trying to be good and try and just branch out into new games because I do enjoy BG3. And like I said, I don't mind if we do it on Thanksgiving and stuff like that. But I think I am a bit burnt out from it. And I'm kind of having fun just... Windows is such a bully. Windows is such a bully. I'm having kind of fun exploring other games a bit too. And it's difficult because like I want to go back to my comfort zone, but at the same time I'm like, but there are so many awesome and exciting games happening right now. So yeah, like I said, once the new year starts, we're going to be set probably until mid-February, which isn't going to be a big deal because then Resident Evil Requiem comes out the week of my birthday. We really need more content for BG3, not to say that we don't have a lot to play, but we played it a lot. Yeah. So, and part of my brain's like, okay, we could do more challenges and stuff, but then I get tired from the challenges and stuff, you know? So, yeah. Just love trying to find balance. Plus, like I said, I'm kind of having a blast just exploring other things. And it's nice to know that BG3 is always there. And I've seen it now on this computer. The graphics are great. The graphics are stunning. But yeah, I'm kind of having fun doing other stuff. I believe PS5 controllers do work with Windows PC. At least that's my understanding. You may need to use a USB port. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to see if I can maybe get this one to work. I have like one other method I'm going to try. And if not, yeah, it used to be easier. It used to be you had a little toggle that you could just put into the computer and it'd be fine. Now, not so much. They could configure it eventually. So I'm going to try one more other possible route because I do really want to get back into Hades. I also really want to get into Hollow Knight and Silk Song. Those are also on my list of games to play. Cause yes, please. But yeah, we've got a list. Plus, we've got coming out in the new year. We have Blood of the Dawnwalkers coming out. We also have oh my god, I just saw gameplay for it. Tides of Annihilation. Tides of Annihilation is coming out in the new year too. Then we can shout about it together. Oh hell yeah. Oh my god, those emotes are so cute. So we do have some fun new games coming in the new year too, but it's just like I'm just very impatient. I'm very impatient, and I'm also like trying to not spend a lot of money right now because oof. Manifesting financial stability for myself and all of our friends. Well, and you know me, Fawn, I'm going to be poking you for help because I know me, I'm going to be like, I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. So, Tides better be on fucking PS5. I think it is from what I've read, fair. That has been confirmed so far. So, can confirm that because, yes, Tides of Annihilation looks so good. Oh. Let's hold hands and jump into the Hollow Knight void together. Honestly, fun. You know what I would think would be great? Please feel free to throw this out this window. If you just did like a whole bit of lore about Hollow Knight and Silksong. If you did like little mini lore videos about that stuff. Same with like Pokemon. Because there's just so much. Yeah, I think Dawnwalker's been confirmed. It will be on PS5. So is Tides of Annihilation as well. Because they were just releasing stuff in the new last week. They were showing some of the gameplay. Pokemon I can do. I'll start a campaign to make that happen for we won't them pull a Hades 2 on you. I know that's so mean that they're like Hades is like I'm gonna hold off a bit. That's so mean. What do you mean? You're the only one looking out for... What do you mean? You're the only one looking out for me. Sure. Okay. Damn. Wow, fair. Wow. Sleazy's been protesting outside of Supergiant Studios. What have you done? I meant in every other aspect I've been looking out for you. Damn. Also, by the way, y'all should go vote for Fair. Fair was nominated for Disabled Moderator of the Year. And you should go check out. I was only talking about these beasts. I know, I'm just pulling your leg. Because it's fun. But you should go vote for Fair. There's also some incredible, like Kamesy was also nominated for a bunch of different opportunities as well. You can find the link on Fair's Blue Sky. Listen. Yeah, we've got a fair few things. As someone I know, PS5, what do you have against Fair personally? Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate you. I do think it's weird, but hopefully a fair few things. Hopefully they have it out soon, because if I recall too, with the original Hades, it was like Hades on Steam, and then it came out on PS5 like a few months later. I've done nothing but play Hades 1 and gush about it, so how dare they? I know, it's really rude. It's homophobic, honestly. It's homophobic. So I'm hoping, it came out around August? Hopefully by March, which would be great for your birthday. It'll be all moved over. If not, we riot. If not, we riot. And it's fine. And we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. All the good things. So yeah, this has been really nice. I appreciate y'all just kind of hanging out. I think we'll hang out for like a few more minutes and then we're gonna head on out for the day. Just because I need to do some things. Purposely planned today to just do the demo. So that way we could just kind of vibe a little bit. Because I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired too. Girl's been stressed. But I figured today would be a nice little short stream and we could check out this lovely demo and vibe with it. Loving this so far. Plus I'm imagining this with like Super Sweetbot having it up. Could be really fun. You know, it's always nice to have another like alternative because I know not everyone loves what idle games we've had on in the past. So it's nice to know that there are alternatives out there. And especially since they've done this from, I know Fawn and I and streamed this when the like original concept art was being shown and stuff like that and being talked about the game. So to see all of this in action is really, really cool. So yeah, this has been nice. Let me see, because I think I know where we're gonna eventually head over to. There we go. And I do want to say too, a very quick thank you. You all showed up today. Thank you for that. That helps out a lot. It's very scary sometimes to be doing like these things, and I'm still getting used to like doing sponsored things. But there's always that worry of like, hey, this may not work out like we thought it would, and you all showed the heck out today. So just thank you so much for that. The support has been massive, and I just very much appreciate it. So thank you for that. I just saw their name. Did they go offline? Nope, there they are. My one complaint. So yeah. Fawn, you're streaming. It's just because I'm bad with schedules. Are you streaming tomorrow? Today? I never remember anything. This is today. I'm just like, you are a wizard is never early nor they late. They arrive precisely when they're meant to. You're never late. I did put out, I think you'll like the thumbnail for tomorrow's video for Date Everything. No, you're not late. I'm gonna say you're not late, so you're fine. Listen, it's a Monday. It's a weird week. It's fine. It's all good stuff. So, but yeah. So I've narrowed it down to 2 people. Where would you all like to go? Do you want to get more Necromancer action? As Jazz is alive, is definitely alive. Is live now is what I was trying to say on Twitch as well. Doing this. Looks like they just got started a little bit ago. And they're doing this with like a mutual aid milestone at the ready. Ricky is also doing some co-working stuff. But I figured just keeping the chill vibes would be nice. Do you all have a preference on where you would like to go? all the fun things. This is also the last day today that we're going to have all the Halloween fall stuff. I'm switching to winter things tomorrow. So as a heads up. Do you all have a preference? And what time are you thinking of going live, Fawn? Listen, I get it. The day gets away from you sometimes. The day gets away. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Okay. So let's go say hi to Jazz, because Jazz is also doing this demo, and it looks like Lucas is over there, and we can continue to share our love and appreciation of this game. But if you are wanting to do something else, Ricky is also doing some co-working with some like chill music on and stuff. So I highly recommend going and checking them out as well. And then you can also go hang out with Kamesy. Kamesy is live with some Mass Effect Andromeda. As well as Zero, aka Artificer Industries, is live doing some artwork. So I think between those options, as well as Fawn going live later, that you got a bunch of different options to play with. But I think we'll continue the Necromancer love over there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get our raid call. We'll be live again tomorrow at noon with all the vibes as per usual. What's the last bit of their name? Games. Thank you. But yeah, we're gonna head over there, y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today for this kind of chill stream as we get to check out this demo. It's been an absolute blast for sure. Have a great rest of your day. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I'll see you all around the different channels and streams. And thank you to my wonderful mod team as always. So I will catch you all later. See ya.